Today we're going to be working on Unit 2 Notes, Graphing Systems of Inequalities in Slope-Intercept form. And there's kind of three steps to do this. The first one is to get it in y equals mx plus b, that slope-intercept. So you want to get your inequalities in y equals mx plus b. And remember, we don't really have the equals, but we're going to look for the greater than, or sorry, the less than equal to, the greater than equal to, the less than or the greater than. Those are gonna sit as our equals for right now. So that's the first step. The next step is we're gonna graph the line. And the third step is we're gonna shade. Okay, so we're gonna do this first one. So anytime you have an inequality or a greater than, less than symbol, you have to go ahead and shade because there's gonna be more than one answer. On our assignment before, we just had the one answer, right? We circled it. It was either the one answer where you could put the coordinate in, it was infinitely many solutions, meaning it had that one line, or you had no solution, meaning it was parallel lines. So we're gonna go ahead and graph this first one. So I'm gonna look at this one right here. Whoops. This one right here. Okay, so y is less than negative x plus 1. Okay, what I have to remember is if you have a negative in front of your x, or sorry, if you have a negative in front of your x, there's really a 1 right there. So I'm looking at negative 1x plus 1. Remember, this 1 is my b, so that's where we're going to start on this line right here. So on this y-axis, I'm going to start at that positive 1. So first I'm going to find positive 1, I'm going to put a dot on positive 1. Okay, and then this piece, that negative 1x, is really negative 1 over 1. So that means I'm going to go down 1 and to the right 1. So down 1 to the right 1. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I can't do that anymore. So I'm going to go down and to the right until I can't anymore. And if I can't go down and to the right, I'm going to go up and to the left. So I'm going to go ahead and put all those up into the left on there. And then I'm going to draw my line. What you have to remember when you're drawing your line or connecting those dots is if you have a less than equal to or greater than equal to, you're going to use a solid line. But if you have a less than or greater than, you're going to use that dotted line. Okay? So this one, when I look at it, it is only a less than symbol. So this one's going to be dotted. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to dot or dash that. Okay, then I'm going to look at y. It says y is less than. So anything below that line, our y could be. So I'm going to take one right in the middle and I'm going to pull down because less is going down. So all of this is considered less than. Everything under that line is considered less than. So we have that one graphed. So let's go ahead and graph the second one. So we have y is less than or equal to 2x plus 3. So I'm going to go ahead and start at that plus 3. Because that's my b, so I'm going to put a dot on positive 3. And then that y is less than my 2x. There's no number under it, so there's really a 1. So it's 2x over 1. So I'm going to go up 2 to the right 1. So I'm going to go up 2. Whoops, that was up 1. Okay, and if I can't go up 2 and to the right, then I'm going to go down 2 and to the left. Okay, and I can't go any further. And when I look at this one is less than and equal to. So because it has that solid bar on the bottom, I'm going to put a solid bar right here. Okay, and it says y is less than. So I'm going to find a point in the middle, and I'm going to pull down. So that means everything on this side of that line, you're going to shade. And what you're going to notice is you have some yellow and some blue, sorry, not yellow and blue, some red and blue in the same area. So if you have red and blue in the same area, that means that that's where your solution is. And you don't have to do this on your paper. I'm just going to show you. So notice you have this triangle that has red and blue. That means that any one of those numbers, any one of those coordinates I choose will fit and answer the y equals that mx plus b. Okay, so let's do another one here. We're not going to do all of these because it's pretty self-explanatory. So let's look at Let's look at number 3. Let's come to number 3, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick a color. So if you don't have, you're going to want, well, you're doing it on your iPad probably, so you do have access to colors, but you're going to want separate colors for this. Okay, so the first one, is it already in y equals? When I look, I have y all by itself, so yep, it's in y equals. So I'm going to start with my b, which is -6. So I'm going to put a dot on -6, and I know it's -6 because of this minus right there. Okay, and then this 3x tells me it's a +3, so I'm going to go up 3 and then to the right 1. So 1, 2, 3. And you're just going to keep doing that. Okay, and if you can't go up 3, then you're going to go down, and there's no room for me to go down. Okay, I see I have that solid bar. It's greater than and equal to, so now I'm going to put a solid line right here. Okay, and then it says it's greater. So I'm going to go in the middle, and I'm just going to pull up. Well, that's telling me that everything on this side of the line is going to be greater. Okay, so that's the greater side. Okay, and then I'm going to choose a new color. I'm going to go yellow this time. And I'm going to do, whoops, that's not yellow. There we go. There's my yellow. Okay, so I'm going to start with my B. My B is that +4. So I'm going to go ahead and put a dot on +4. Okay, and then it says -2x. Because we have that negative in front and no number under, I'm going to put a 1 under. And negative means I'm going to go down. So I'm going to go down 2, but notice that 1 is positive. The 1 under the -2 is positive, so that means I have to go right. I'm going in the positive direction. I want bigger numbers. So I'm going to just go ahead and go down 2 and to the right 1 for all of these. Okay, and if I don't go down and to the right, I'm going to go up and to the left. Okay, and again, I have that solid bar, so I know that this is going to be a solid line. I'm not going to dash it. I'm going to make it solid. Okay, and it says y is less than. So I'm going to choose a point in the middle. So I'm going to go with this one. And less, because it's less, I'm going to pull down. So it's telling me everything on this side of the line is a solution. And then you don't have to do this, but I'm going to do this. That means that anything that is both yellow and green is going to be one of my possible solutions. So anything in this box right here is going to be a possible solution. The rest of it, if you put the numbers in, they would not equal each other, so those ones wouldn't work. Okay, let's try number 4. Okay, so I'm going to choose colors. First, I'm going to highlight red, and this is going to be my red. Okay, and I'm going to start with my B. So here's my B, and it's already in y equals, so I'm good. So I'm going to start at a +3. And then here's my slope right here. It says I'm going to go up 2 to the right 3. So up 2 to the right 3. And if I can't go up and to the right, I'm going to go down and to the left. Okay, and I can't go any further. It has this solid bar under it, so this means it's going to be a solid line. Okay, the alligator teeth are pointing to the y, so I know it's greater. So it means I'm going to go in the middle, I'm going to pull up, and everything on that side of the line gets colored. Okay, y is greater. And now I'm going to look at my next one. So I'm going to choose a different color. This one's going to be green. Okay, and I'm going to start at -3. Okay, because that's where my B is. My B is at a -3, so I'm going to put a dot on -3. And then you have to be really careful with this one right here. Okay, that negative is in front of both of the 4 and the 3. It's kind of in the middle. What I like to do is I like to put it on top. So I'm going to put mine on top, and then I'm going to have a +3 on the bottom. Okay, so that there's only one negative there, so the negative is going to go on either the 4 or the 3. I like to put it on the top because that tells me I'm going to go up or down. So this one, I'm going to go down 4 into the right 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I can't go down 4 into the right 3, I'm going to go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the left, whoops, I got a left 3, not left 1. So let's fix that one. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, and I can't go up 4 and to the left 3 again. This one, notice you don't have the solid bar under the y, or sorry, under the inequality. You just have greater than. So because it does not have that solid bar, I'm going to go ahead and dash this. So this one gets some dashes. And I'm going to put arrows on the end. And then it says y is greater. So I'm going to go in the middle. I'm going to pull up because that means greater. And everything on this side is going to be colored in. So I'm going to go ahead, and it even is going to go over that red line because we're just thinking of the green line right now. So I'm just thinking of the green line. Okay, so everything that is red and green is going to be my solution. So when I look at this piece is red and green, and it should go, because I erased a little bit earlier. Oh, nope, that wouldn't be there. Never mind. So we're going to go from here all the way to there. So that's going to be our solution right there. Okay, and let's just do one more. I think you guys are kind of getting it here. Go to the next page. Okay, so when we look at this one, let's do number 5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick a color. And I'm going to do yellow on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight yellow and then choose yellow here. Okay, I'm going to start with my B, and it looks like -2. So I'm going to put a dot on -2. And then the 3 tells me I'm going to go up 3, and there's no number under it, so I'm going to put a 1. So it's up 3 to the right 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, over 1. Okay, and if I can't go up and over, I'm going to go down 3 and to the left 1. Okay, I don't see that solid bar under that inequality symbol. This one just is a greater than. So I'm going to go ahead and put the dashes in there. That means it's not equal to, it's just greater than. And when I look at this, I see it's pointing to the y. Here's my alligator teeth. So that means it's going to go greater or higher. So y is greater. So I'm going to find one, go up, and then everything on that side is going to be colored in. Okay, and let's pick our other one. So I'm going to go blue with this one. Okay, this one says I'm going to start at a +4. So I'm going to start at a +4 and put a little dot. Okay. This one right here does not have a number in front of it. Well, if there's no number in front of the x, it's really a 1. So now I have -1x, and there's nothing under it, so I know it's 1. So that's going to be my rise over run. It's going to tell me how many I'm going to go down and how many I'm going to go over. Notice you only have one negative on the top. The bottom number, or the denominator, does not have a negative. So we're not going to count that as negative, so we have to go positive in that direction. So I'm just going to go down 1 to the right 1. And you can go ahead and put all those in there. And then if I can't go down and to the right, I'm going to go up and to the left. So it's the complete opposite. Okay, and this again does not have that solid bar under it, so I know it is just greater than. It's not going to be equal to. There's no equal to, so I'm going to dash it. Okay, and then if I look at the alligator mouth, again, the alligator's eating that y, so it's greater. So then I want to shade everything higher. So I'm going to find one of my points, pull it up. So everything on that side is going to be shaded. So here. Okay, and then we're going to look, what is both yellow and blue? Well, I see yellow and blue here, and I see yellow and blue here. So everything in this kind of triangular piece is my solution. Okay, you can go ahead, and we're not going to do any more notes on these, but let's look at the homework. So when you're working on the homework, I would like you to work on just let's just do the front page. So I want you to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So on here, you only have to do 1, 2, 3, and 4.